Greetings, everyone. It's Katira Poland. I am the CEO of Love for Words and the hostess of Editor Knows Best podcast here on Anchor. Anchor is a free platform. You have access to tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. You can also distribute Anchor will distribute the podcast for you through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other channels. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. And lastly, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Make sure you download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thanks so much.
Chapter 3. What not to expect from your editor. Though we want them to be, editors aren't exactly fairy godparents, nor can they sprinkle magic dust all over our manuscripts to make them absolutely perfect. When using and choosing an editor, our expectations have to be within reason. There are a few things that we should absolutely expect, but there are also things that we shouldn't expect. Number 1, perfection. Editors are humans. Humans make mistakes. Your editor will make mistakes. If an editor guarantees an error-free manuscript or document, run for the hills. Don't expect an error-free document. Mistakes happen. Sometimes mistakes go under the radar. As we all know, technology is not always reliable. Your editor might overlook something, or perhaps he or she made corrections, but the program didn't save or reverse the changes. The purpose of the editor is to decrease errors, increase readability, clarify the content, among other responsibilities. However, delivering a perfect document that is error-free is not a guarantee. Even if there are no errors, spelling, grammar, etc., you may not be satisfied because writing and editing are highly subjective. Number 2, limitless rounds of editing. Each project has a finite number of pass-throughs, rounds of editing, before an editor will charge for further services. Most editors implement similar expectations for their clients. Do not expect your editor to provide infinite rounds of editing. Be prepared to pay for additional rounds. Number 3, rewriting your manuscript or document. Your editor is not your ghostwriter. Unless, of course, you are paying him or her to edit and write for you. Otherwise, your editor is not responsible for writing for you. The editor only makes suggestions and recommendations to enhance your writing. Number 4, to make the final decisions regarding your manuscript or document. The author is the final and ultimate decision maker. The author is not obligated to accept revisions, edits, suggestions, or recommendations. If you disagree with an editor's feedback, it is okay. Your editor is there to help and support you. The manuscript belongs to you, so you always have the final say. Number 5, to read your mind. If you have a question, ask. If you have concerns, express them. If you need help, ask. If you are satisfied with your editor, say so. If you disagree with a suggestion or revision, speak up. You hired a professional editor, not a psychic. Closed mouths don't get fed. Advocate for yourself and your manuscript.